Alright, we're almost there. And let's get ready to rumble. So I just modified the size of the drone screen here just so it wouldn't get too many scroll bars or whatever. Still get the scroll bar, but not when they're launched. What the? Really, they spawn at about 10 kilometers. Oh, I guess they must have changed it. In other words, they're probably going to spawn as soon as I open that thing up. But yeah, in the level 1 version of this mission, you do basically the same thing, but when the ships spawn, you got a ton of destroyers coming at you, and they can do a ton of damage to you. So, in the case of my Thrasher, I don't know, that'll probably be the closest I ever come to losing it, especially since there are, trigger ships and all that kind of stuff. So let's grab this, creates a silicate. Oops, forgot to get those out. Alright, there we go. It's launched. So the beauty about this is just, well, first of all, you want to align somewhere. Where's the, it's aligned to the star. Just in case. 1, 2. Alright, now wait for everybody to target me, because remember, these ships can target your drones, and the fact that the Hammerhead 2s, I'm probably going to have to wait a while before I'm able to afford more of them, so I want to be sparing with them. So I'll wait for them to finish targeting me. And yeah, they should be able to catch up to me pretty easy, so... Actually, you know what, let's align to the Stargate, because that's where I'm going to be going after this. But yeah, these things have... I might want to do that, actually. Aggressive, focus fire, sounds good, perfect. So, you're going to finish targeting me there? I could just launch them and send them after that one ship, but, you know... Let's, do that then. Oh, it looks like this might be the, destroyers. Yeah, well. Let's see here. Yeah, let's target this one. Now, ultimately, I would like to get small tractor beam 2s just because they can reach up to 24 kilometers away. So, alright, that's targeted. Well, we may as well stop the ship and just launch these guys and send them after the one ship that... Oh, they just targeted me. Awesome. So, just send them out. And as they blow up, start dragging in the salvage, or dragging in the wrecks. That's one thing about this is a passive shield tank. In other words, the only thing I have going is the recharge rate, the HP of the shields, and the resistances. So the recharge rate is what is creating the tank. So basically you do nothing. This is the only thing I have running on this thing right now. No, it's dead. So let's target it. Target that one. Just one tractor beam per, and they drag them in at about 500 meters a second, so... And what's the maximum number of ships I can target with this thing? 6, okay. Same as the destroyer. Okay, this one's in range, so let's turn that one off. Lock this one. I can't keep up. Okay. Oh, okay. So, whoa! Hello, I triggered the next wave already. Yeah, we got some cruisers in here as well. So, okay, let's send them after the destroyers first, because they're going to destroy me if I don't. Or no! Don't return to drone bay, because you can see one of them's getting shot. And I didn't want to send them after this thing anyway. We got to do a little extra here. Alright, where's the destroyers? Because they're the thinnest, they're the easiest to destroy, and they take out the most damage per second when you destroy them, so... Okay, they were taking it out, so... They're targeting me. Launch the drones again. And I actually want to engage, but I want to have them on passive. There we go. You know, I'll just leave that open for now. No, I better not. Anyways, let's... Oh yeah, I want to... you guys gonna attack or what? There we go. I knew you could do it. There. they're going after that one, so let's target this thing and drag it in. Yeah, that's one thing about this kind of setup is you kind of, especially with the drones, you kind of got to be careful about what you take on. And missions like this, yeah, you can see you can get overwhelmed pretty well. This is kind of like what I'm expecting with the level 1 version of this. So what you're seeing here, just picture it being in a frigate instead, or a destroyer, and having comparable difficulty. Alright, there's that one. Oh, it's already dead. Or wait, no, oh, now it's dead. No, not a return in orbit. Engage. Is there a hotkey for that? Of course not. Okay, that one's almost there. Who do I want to... There's one more destroyer here, isn't there? Yeah. Yeah, usually the maximum recharge in the cap and even the shields is usually around 30% or so. So, even though I'm losing shields here, it's very fine. I have not reached the maximum tanking capacity of this ship yet. Okay, you go there. I mean, I guess technically I could loot while I'm here as well, but no, I'll save that for the Punisher as well. Even though, yeah, this is probably where the modules you get, especially from the cruisers, will start to pick up in size. So let's keep these guys, blowing these guys up. Take out the oh yeah, move that, and that. Let's take care of the frigates next. Serenian Zito. But yeah, taking out the high, like especially well with level 2s and level 3s, taking out destroyers, it should be the primary objective. When you get into level 4s, however, taking out battle cruisers is probably the best bet, because your battleship-sized turrets can still do quite a number on them. So even with the difference in signature radius, and battle cruisers do a lot more damage than destroyers do. So. I can probably put these guys on idle target now. Aggressive. There we go. So after that one, and that should be good. I kind of want to watch them how fast they can take down those cruisers, though. So let's get that there. Yeah, see, they're all like right around me. Yeah, very useful. Cuts down on salvage time quite a bit. Oh, I guess they're going after one of the cruisers right now. Yep. Let's take a look at the hammerheads. They don't look much different than the Tech 1s did, but, you know, these ones do real damage. Yeah, there we go. Where do you go next? Destroy both of them. Alright. Right, look at these go. Yeah. sucking all the wrecks in. And I forget which ones I've... Whoops, didn't want to do that. I was kind of hoping it would be like that. Let's shut those off. That's one drawback about drones, though, as well, is that they do have a travel time. That's all. But yeah, seeing as this will be the spot where I come back to. It's yeah, just location. Yeah, I just literally bookmarked the spot where I'm sitting. So. Oh, he must have had quite a bit of resistance, but anyways, he's dead. Yeah, Elder Corpia, yeah. They're the higher resistance Blood Raiders. And there we go. Turn to drone bay. Now, another thing you might be wondering is, did I really have to kill those? All I had to do was come in here, take the loot out of the warehouse, and leave, kind of thing. But, you know me, I like to destroy everything just for the ISK. Yeah, the bounties in this, even though the rewards aren't that great, the bounties will really start to pick up, so the drones are in. And there we go. Got the place bookmarked. Let's head home. Actually, I might run into one of the wrecks. Where's the Stargate? Oh, okay. Let's jump.
Warp drive active.
So the first mission in my arbitrator happened to be up against the one that I have the weakest tank for. That thing recharged though. Yeah, with this thing, even when they're shut off though, you get 15% resistance to the electromagnetic. Same for, it's 15% across the board for the invulnerability field. The only difference is that when the invulnerability fields turn on, it's actually only 30% instead of 55. So it doesn't sound like much, but it makes a huge difference, believe me. Especially when you're tanked properly, it makes all the difference in the world. I think I'll post the value of the bounties in the video description as well for this mission, just to show you the difference. Because that was a good mission to show that for. Yeah. From here on out, the bounties really start to become your source of income. Everything else is just, you're basically just running this for LP and, well, to a lesser extent LP, and the standings with the corporation so they can get into level 3s and then level 4s, which really give you good bounties. And I think I mentioned a while ago that, I'm not sure if it was this series of the LP or the Brendan Alexander ones, but in level 4 missions, there are missions there where you can earn 20 million ISK in 20 minutes, kind of thing, just because of how many enemies you go up against and the size of the bounties and all that stuff. So, alright, let's complete it, and we have completed our first level 2 mission. So next up, well, let's see what this thing has. We're going against drone infestation, so we're going against drones. Awesome, so we'll get a bit more variation in the damage types, I guess. And so I'll take a look at those and do some research for it, and I'll see if I can run them both at the same time, and I guess I'll have to be back for the next missions. This is Intrepid83 signing off. Thank you for watching, and have a good one.